Hi Gemini, this is your new moon reading. So this is going to take you from the new moon. This is the new moon in Virgo until the next new moon. And so the way I've set it up is these are the energies you need to be aware of. These are past lives that can be affecting you in your current life now. And this is some life purposes. All right, so I'm going to get started with the energies you need to be aware of. So you got the Three of Water. A celebration, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, and you need to have more fun. Now, you might be getting invited to a lot of parties this next month. You can be graduating, going to a wedding, or having a wedding. Yeah, but it seems like you're gonna get together with people and you're gonna have some fun. But you know what? This could be because this keeps popping out for a lot of people. So I'm also thinking maybe even just this like the holiday season, you might be getting invited to a lot of parties, and it's about time. You might have been really working your butt off during the summer. Now it's time to have some fun. All right, so balance. You also have the need for balance and moderation, cooperation, compromise, wait for perfect timing. So it seems like right now for Geminis, you guys need to find that balance. Kind of like you guys are air signs, and Libra's like a partner sign of yours, and they're all about balance. So maybe you might want to take a little cue from Libra and find your balance in life. Because, the Three of Water, you're going to be having some fun. So maybe that's what the balance is telling you. You need to work on your private life, because what I'm seeing here is you also have the Four of Earth. It says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing this as like a work thing. Maybe you're overworking and you're just not having enough fun, and that's why the balance is kind of like in between these two, where it's like it's okay to spend some money. You don't have to hold on to all of it, but also please be very, very cautious that you're not overspending too. Um, you know what's right for you. You know if you've been spending too much. I don't know what Gemini's individual um, I don't know what your guys' finances are. I'm just saying it's really telling you right here that you need to find some balance in your life. All right, now past lives. So you do have Celtic here, and I'm going to read that for you and what that means specifically. All right, you drew this card because you had a significant past life in Celtic lands and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you have lived in or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England. If so, you may have a sense of deja vu or be an Anglophile, a person who adores these cultures. You're also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. You may have learned the old religion of the Celtic lands, which involves the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. You could even be an ancient druid in disguise. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies, elves, and all fae. You also respect and love trees, especially oaks and willows. If you haven't already done so, schedule some visits to the ancient sacred areas of the United Kingdom and Ireland. Exploring their stone circles, castles, and spiritual artifacts may trigger additional healing memories. All right, let's do Atlantis. And the thing too about Celtic is extremely, extremely ancient. It's one of the oldest, groups of people out there are Celtic people. And Atlantis, I mean, this is like the beginning of time. So a lot of you Geminis um, are have a lot of past lives. I mean, you guys are from like the beginning. You could have accrued a lot of karma, and because I know a lot of Geminis have been having a lot of struggles lately. You could have accrued a lot of karma from a lot of past lives, but it seems like that the majority of Geminis, you guys are really working it off in this lifetime. And when you do work off karma, it's difficult. It's not easy. It's very like heart wrenching, I guess you would say, whenever you're growing as a person and you're working off your karma and you're going through a lot of growth. Growth and change is not easy. All right, so let me read Atlantis to you. Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis sorry, can't talk. Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have soul memories of this idyllic civilization offers very imaginable wonder. There's a longing for the utopia that you unconsciously remember, which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis. You may have developed phobias about the ocean as a result. Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of Atlanteans were peace-loving, with the exception of a few political leaders who misused crystal power to the detriment of all. So you may be extra sensitive to issues relating to political corruption in this lifetime. That's interesting, crystal power, because this girl has a crystal right here. All right. Unrequited love. I'm going to read that one to you. This card indicates that you have a painful experience with unrequited love in a prior lifetime. The person you loved deeply didn't share your feelings, or you may have been betrayed or abandoned. This individual may be in your present life. These experiences of unrequited love may be negatively affecting you now. For example, you might distrust your lover's intentions or his or her ability to make a monogamous commitment. Sometimes those doubts have a basis in current reality. However, romantic insecurities can also be a product of prior lifetimes. When that occurs, the unconscious insecurities are difficult to pinpoint or heal unless they're consciously realized. This is where irrational jealousy and neediness may ruin an otherwise good relationship. Sometimes the best cure in past life regression is past life regression for couples so that you can both remember the situation that causes you pain in other lives. So these things that you have that were going on in past lives, and the reason why these came up is because they are affecting you in your here and now. So like this said, you might be afraid of the ocean. You know, in Celtic times, I mean, it was not easy to live back in those days. And unrequited love, all that stuff follows you into your present life. So even though maybe you might be in a relationship with someone and there really is no reason for you to get jealous or insecure, you feel it anyways, but you're not really quite sure why it's happening. It could be because this has just followed you from a past life. All right, so your life purpose cards. You got sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. And now Atlantis, they use a lot of crystals. And she has a crystal here. You know, you guys might get into crystal healing or use crystals to heal yourself. And also, too, another thing is making changes when it says accordingly, like maybe in the environment you live in or the environment you work at might not be conducive to your sensitivity and your growth at this time. Study. So you have reading, research, education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. You know, you might be also, because this does say making changes, maybe the changes you need to make, maybe you need to study and go back to school to find something that you really want to do, something that's more meaningful to you. And this is telling you to do your research, your reading, and education will help you gain your confidence. Okay, you also got you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So Gemini, even though I know you guys have really been struggling a lot this past year or few years, you're on the right path because I think what's really going on is you guys are burning some karma. You guys are really becoming more self-aware of maybe how things that you're doing, how they affect you, and how things that people are doing to you, how they're affecting you. You know, you're becoming more self-aware, and that's really good because it's saying you're on your right path. Oh, and also, so the past lives. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, now how the hell do I deal with all this? What you want to do is you want to get an energy healing, which I actually do, and I can actually do them from a distance, or get a psychic reading. And my psychic readings are definitely a lot more significantly more expensive than my tarot card readings because I am doing energy work when I am doing a reading, and they're an hour, and I'm in trance, and I can help you blow these pictures. I can go and I can find the past lives that are affecting you now and kind of break the contracts and, just kind of help get rid of, whatever. If it's unrequited love, I can kind of help you get on your path to stop feeling so insecure. Or even finding relationships where the other person's just not loving you. That way you can kind of get on your path to find the person who you're meant to be with. And I will be posting those prices later. And we can always do Skype, on the phone, whatever it is that we have to do. All right, Gemini, you have a great rest of your month.